Alright, what's up, y'all? So I just been informed that another catalog has been released, and it's the one right here, the Lionel 2022 Volume 2 catalog. So let's take a look at it, and here we go. Table of contents, Lionel Base 3K Cab app 3, Cab 3 app. Thanks. Alright, so first up we got the Brass Hybrid Challenger, which includes standard legacy steam features and brass die-cast construction, word numbers, specific detailing, whistle steams, 3-speaker sound system, road numbers, specific crew talk, 4-digit addressing with base 3 cab 3, a length to 28.5, featuring tender and a minimum of 072. They also got the pilot model, Union Pacific Greyhound, and the classic black one, which includes. Next up, we have some other brass hybrid challengers with Union Pacific 3836, 3815, and 3835 with the Challenger scheme. Next up, we have the L1 Makitos. They're built into order, and they have a brass ATSF tender, and they have road specific details, whistle steam, and all that other stuff. Now, this is very surprising to me because I didn't know that they were gonna make this. They now have the Chesapeake and Ohio cheesy system and family lines. I don't know what family lines is. I don't know what family lines is, but all I can tell you that it's a green barrier, and this train is also a 484 steam locomotive, and it was based off of that. Now, this is one that I didn't expect that they were gonna do. Like, they now have the Chesapeake and Ohio passenger cars and the Chesapeake and Ohio steam locomotive, which is also with the smoke deflectors and the caboose. And they have another paint scheme, which is green and silver, in the passenger cars. And they are finally gonna release back number 89. Now, Lionel's number 89. Lionel's version of Strasburg 89 has three locomotives. It's the Canadian National scheme, the 1970 scheme with the Strasburg logo, and the Strasburg 89 with what it looks like today. And they also have some other 260s. They have 1744, 91, and 1760. They also have some Canadian National wood passenger cars that come in a 2-pack. They also have some old Strasburg Railroad cars, and also a 2-pack. They have Strasburg Railroad coaches. There's the Strasburg Railroad Pequot Valley coach, which is green. The Strasburg Railroad Pequot Valley Pullman car, which is red. And the Strasburg Railroad Pequot Valley brown car. And the Strasburg Railroad Pequot Valley gray car. So I guess he's diesel. We have the SD42s, Santa Fe, Southern Pacific, Southern Pacific, Susquehanna, Southern Pacific, Black Widow, Western Pacific, and Western Pacific. They have the FA2 AA sets in the B units. They got the Halloween, Louisville, Nashville, and Black Lackawanna, Erie Black Lackawanna. They also have the Delaware and Hudson, New York Central, Pennsylvania, and the Southern Pacific. And I can't forget about the United States Marines one. They also have some USATC passenger cars, which come in a 2-pack, and there's one Station Sounds Diner car. It's in there. Up next, we have the SD70 ACE diesels. We have the Union Pacific Rio Grande Heritage diesel, the Caddy Heritage diesel, the UP Missouri Pacific Heritage diesel, and the UP Chicago Northwestern Heritage diesel. Southern Pacific, UP Western Pacific, C&O, which basically looks like a CXS diesel, and the Montana Rail Wing Veterans link. Next, we have a familiar design that looks like one of the engines at Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum. We have the H1544. There's the Rock Island, Central Georgia, Union Pacific, Monon, Kansas City and Southern, and Rio Grande. They also have some some sets available, like the Western Maryland Hergestown Hot set and the Cumberland Valley Wafer set. They have some Union Pacific Heritage TOFC cars. We have the Chicago Northwestern, Rio Grande, K&T, Missouri Pacific, Southern Pacific, and Western Pacific. They also have some 60-inch box cars. They have some with graffiti, and they have some with the John Deere logo, the Ford logo, and the Chevrolet logo. And those two box cars also have, I don't know if they come with them, but they also have like the Chevrolet Billboard 3-pack and the Ford Billboard 3-pack. There's some 100T hoppers, Burlington and Northern Cheesy pack, and I think it's the Norfolk Southern pack. Next, we have some hobo box cars, which includes the hobos in them. We have the Cotton Belt, Frisco, Ann Arbor, and the Western of Alabama. Next up, we have some N6B cabin cars. We have the Pennsylvania, another Pennsylvania, and the Pennsylvania that's in yellow. And up to the right, we have some Northeast cabooses. We have the Lehigh, New England, Maine Central, and Rock Island. We have they have some standard old insulated box cars. They have the Cotton Belt, New Haven, North Pacific, Western Maryland, Reading and Northern, Union Army, Cargill, JATX, and Protocol. Next, we have the traditional scale. Or line. Yeah, that's right. We have some 060T's locomotives. We have the Reading, Alaska Railroad, Lehigh Valley, and the New Haven. Next up, we have some switcher engines, which includes the Santa Fe, New York Central, Great Northern, and the Seaboard. They also have like a freight set, a Santa Fe freight set, which includes a diesel, three auto rack cars, 8 pieces of 063 curve fast track, 2 10 straight fast track sections, 1 line tree fast track terminal section, 1 plug and play power lock on selection, wall pack power supply, and line chief remote for control. They also have like a tire store that's only plug and play only. They have some bazooka box cars and some car dealer box cars and the Chicago Railway Fair box car. And other, which includes like the Milwaukee Road University box car, Lionel Lions ice cream milk flat car with milk container and gold medal milk container. They have some assorted accessories like the stop death stop and the roadside diner, and the Amtrak passenger station. Some other assorted accessories. Fake news. Power and control. We have the American Flyer. We have some Baldwin. They have some Baldwin switchers with the Chesapeake and Western, Santa Fe, Baldwin Locomotive Works, and Pennsylvania. They also have some PAAA sets with the Nickel Plate Road, New Haven, Southern, and Union Pacific. There's the Santa Fe Gold Bonnet, Nickel Plate Road, passenger cars, New Haven passenger cars, Southern 4-pack passenger cars, and the Union Pacific passenger cars. Auto rack cars, Santa Fe, BNSF, Canadian National, Fairwork, and the Southern. They also have some flat cars which include the Burlington Northern, Chesapeake and Ohio, Chicago Northwestern, Penn Central, and Trailer Train. Some other accessories. There's the HO. And ready to play. And that is it for the Lionel Volume 2 Catalog 2022.